Yo, what's good, YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoop, back with the DPL Season 2, and we had the finals. In a 4-4 tied series, we have come down to a tiebreaker series where the Crusaders have went 1-0 so far versus Crit City. So, draw 15 representing the Crusaders, like I just mentioned. Rocking, this is an Oris match, if you guys can't tell. But yeah, Draw's got his Jirachi, Suicune, Crobat, Mega Altaria, Leafeon, and the Drapion. No Infernape and no Donphan. Interesting. Kaz has the Mega Lopunny, Tangela, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Tornadus Therian, Quillfish, no Reuniclus, and no Manectric. So, Draw leading off with the Suicune here does have the type advantage versus Kaz and his Tyranitar. Goes for the Scald and gets the burn immediately, which could actually be a good thing for Kaz as he cannot be poisoned now. Does go for the Stun Spore, and Draw goes into his Crobat and reveals the safety goggles. Fair play there. Fair prep as well. I would have probably brought the same Crobat, especially if Tangela was going to be an issue to my squad. So I think if I'm the Crobat, I'm just going to U-turn out. Tangela probably going to hard switch out into the Quillfish, potentially back into the Tyranitar. Does go out into the Quillfish though, gets the Intimidate off as the Crobat does go for the U-turn, and the Quillfish reveals the Rocky Helmet as Draw decides to bring in his Drapion here, wanting to either knock off an item, get rid of this thing's item, or potentially even set up Toxic Spike or something. I doubt he would set up a Toxic Spike with a grounded poison still left on Kaz's side of the field, and he does pull a switch out into his Tyranitar as the Drapion sets up a sub. Does Drapion get Superpower? I'm almost certain Drapion gets Superpower. Does reveal the Brick Break. Does over half, or roughly half. I don't think you allow Tyranitar to go down here, as sand is important. Yeah, sand is very important, so I think you keep your Tyranitar here, maybe go into the Tornadus. Draw could potentially predict that and set up another sub, which would put him in a solid position. I think the play might be to go back out into the Quillfish, get the Intimidate, and then try to break this thing sub with the Quillfish itself. Yeah, I didn't know if Drapion got Superpower. I knew it got Brick Break. I just didn't. I mean, I knew Brick Break wasn't going to kill. It doesn't look like Superpower would have either, though. Tyranitar's a bulky, bulky boy. He's a bulky, bulky boy. Yeah, I definitely think that you preserve Tyranitar, though. I don't think you allow your sand to be dropped. Not that soon, not this early. That being said, Quillfish or Tornadus Therian is the play here. And with Quillfish or Tornadus being the play, I think maybe draws play with the Drapion may be to just click knock off. You're expecting the Tyranitar to switch out. So the Tornadus does make an appearance, as the Drapion actually just sets up a sub. Now behind the sub, Tornadus has a couple different options. It could just click Hurricane, which is kind of risky. It could click a Z move, which is not as risky. Oh, big unfortunate there. Missing the Hurricane and getting your Assault Vest knocked off without even breaking the sub is really, really unfortunate for Cause here. And gets a critical hit the following turn. So this game is trash. This game is so bad. I don't know why we love this game or why we play this game. I just know that we do. Very, very unfortunate for Chris City right now. And even gets the play right there with the brick break. Very unfortunate. I think Cause can still win, so I'm not going to count him out just yet. With Excadrill's breaking capabilities and the regen core, the defense synergy there, I think Cause still has a chance. I don't think the game's over now, but it does suck a lot. So I don't know what's taking each player so long on their play on this turn. It's pretty obvious that the sub needs broken. What did he heal and wish? The Tornadus? Wow, so unfortunately losing the low punny like that, kind of had to get Tornadus back in the game. But now Tornadus taking nothing from knockoff. Catches the Jirachi upon switching with a knockoff. U-turns out into the Quillfish, gets the Intimidate off. As Jirachi goes for the body slam and does get the parry, but does take the Rocky Helmet damage as well. So the Jirachi actually goes for the wish here as Cos pulls a switch into his Excadrill. Offensive momentum back in his favor. But this game is still really, really tough for him. Does go for the Swords Dance though, right in front of the Jirachi, as he pulls a switch out to the Suicune. Now, is it worth getting damage off on this Suicune and potentially trying to break this bad boy right now? Or do you go out into Tangrowth? I mean, Tangela, excuse me. Ooh, so he did go for the Earthquake, stayed in, took the Scald, got burned, and revealed the Lumberry, as now Suicune is below half. Don't know if Suicune is crucial to Draw 15's defenses right now, though. I think Leafeon can come in next and probably tank a +2 Ironhead. Crobat outspeeds from this range. So he does Horse Switch into the Leafeon. It takes 34% from the Earthquake. Pretty decent chunk there. Calls for the switch out to the Tornadus Therian as the Leafeon reveals Wish. Goes for the U-turn though, instead of the Hurricane. Very interesting. And is able to get a crit. No confusion though on the Crobat. Be interesting to see what Crobat goes for here. As the Tornadus just knocks its item off. Now I would assume that you would spam Hurricane. What percentage Jirachi? 36, not bad. Yep, gets the confusion. A little bit of payback for earlier. Kind of nice to see some justice in the game, but would prefer it not be in the game at all. Be interesting to see what Crobat goes for here. Perhaps a switch out to the Jirachi. I don't think Jirachi serves much of a purpose outside of the Tornadus itself. Could also sack off the Suicune and then bring in Jirachi hard, so that you could potentially get a Wish Protect off. But if the Crobat stays in here and hits itself, or if the Tornadus lands this next Hurricane, something's dying. Something's going to faint on this turn. It's either the Crobat's going to faint. It's either going to get a roost off and not faint. Eventually it's going to hit itself though, or the Tornadus is going to miss. Crobat's fast. So in comes the Jirachi as the Hurricane does miss, which is extremely crucial